Hey, it's Grady at Twin Creek Audio, back in the studio today to do another demonstration with the louder than Liftoff royal blue color modules on the Mixbus of the Soundcraft Sapphire. In my last video, I used the color modules on the bus the same way that I'm going to today, but I didn't do an A-B comparison by turning the modules off. I did that mainly because I wasn't sure how to. I'm mixing through those the entire time with those on to see what mixing through them is like. And just turning them off, especially with that high frequency shelf boost, those jumpers were on. So just turning those off after I'd mixed everything through them, I didn't really know how to pull that comparison off. So what I've decided to do today is to do a different song, and we'll actually do an A-B comparison. In addition to that, I'm going to use the Phatronics Reamper with my Dunlop Uni-Vibe UV-1, the same way I did in the last mixing video. So I'm going to do that, and by request I'm going to solo up what that sounds like, just the return of that UniVibe on some vocals. I'm going to keep this more simple today, not go into every single thing that I'm doing because it's going to be really similar as far as the setup to the last couple of mixing videos. We're going to concentrate on comparing with the royal blue color modules and without, and on hearing what the UniVibe sounds like on vocals without the rest of the track or the dry vocals. So I'm at the console to demonstrate a couple things. First of all, I want to demonstrate the backing vocals going through the UniVibe. And again, I'm using the Phatronics Reamper to take the line level signal from one of the aux sends on the console. In this case, I'm using aux 1 to send out to the Phatronics Reamper. Then that goes into the UniVibe at instrument level. It comes out of the UniVibe and goes into the instrument input of my PreSonus MP20. Then I'm bringing the output of the UniVibe back to the console, but first I'm hitting a mult or a parallel. So I've got one cable going in and then two copies of it coming out. Those are going to two sides of this stereo channel here, and I'm actually using the Sapphire's famous width control about a quarter of a turn towards the huge side on this UniVibe that's coming back, creating a little bit of fake stereo. I did this in the last video, but I didn't solo up anything exactly. I did solo the background vocals with the UniVibe, but not the UniVibe by itself. So first I want to play the overall mix so you can get a feel of what it sounds like. Now right now I do have the louder than Liftoff royal blue color modules engaged on the master bus of the console.
Don't give in, just to give it all. Believing in your daydreams.
So that's a mix I've got set up kind of for this demonstration. I do want to mention that on the lead vocal I'm using the ART TCS twin compressor system, and I have it on one of the stack modes, vocal stack, which would be the optical compression followed by the VCA compressor, and that's on this lead vocal. I'm also using the other side of the ART TCS on the acoustic guitar that comes in during the section when these backing vocals play. So that's what I'm going to do next, is play this section of the song with the acoustic guitar and the backing vocals, and then I'll solo up these backing vocals with the UniVibe. The backing vocals also have some reverb courtesy of the Yamaha Rev 500. So first of all in the mix we're going to hear all that. Backing vocals, the rest of the instruments, with the UniVibe on the backing vocals and a little bit of plate reverb from the Yamaha Rev 500. I also did add a little bit of plate reverb to this acoustic guitar and to the fuzz melody guitar, but neither of those have any UniVibe on them obviously. So let's hear that section. It starts out with the acoustic guitar coming in, and you do have this melodic guitar with a fuzz tone on it weaving around that acoustic, and then our backing vocals come in with the UniVibe on them. So that's our cool kind of ending section of the song with those cool background vocals. Hopefully you can hear that swirly UniVibe on those vocals. But now I'm about to make that a lot easier because I'm going to play just the backing vocals with the UniVibe. I'm going to take the reverb out and I'm going to mute everything else. Here's our backing vocals with the UniVibe. I've taken the reverb off of this. I do think it has a little bit of delay on one side of it that was done in the box and probably was rendered that way. So I hear a little bit of that, but mostly this is the backing vocals with the UniVibe.
Don't open the door for a while. Water like flow. Love like beating. Oh no. Oh.
That sounds really cool. Now I'm going to take out the dry vocals completely and hear just the return of the UniVibe that's coming back. Now keep in mind there is some dry signal coming through the UniVibe. The intensity control on the UniVibe is almost all the way up, but there's still a little bit of the dry signal. But we are taking the dry vocals here out on the console.
Don't open the door for a while. Water like flow. Love like beating. Oh no. Oh.
Sounds really cool. I love the way the UniVibe sounds on those backing vocals. Now I like having the dry vocals in there. It's a little bit too much, just the effect by itself. But when you put the dry vocals in and a touch of reverb, then it really sounds good. Let's hear that again real quick before we move on.
Don't open the door for a while. Water like flow. Love like beating. Oh no. Oh.
It's time to move on to see what this mix sounds like without the royal blue color modules on, with them being driven pretty hard, and with them on but being driven a lot less. Here's the HRK C2584 stereo color processor. I have the Louder Than Liftoff royal blue color modules installed in the second color slot for each side, left and right here. These two are coming from the patch bay. These are balanced inputs here.
Just speak up and tell me what you mean. Come on in, jump in. Don't give in, just to give it up. Believing in your daydreams.
So today I also used again the Phatronics Reamper. The Phatronics Reamper. It's a really good little reamp box. This is not a sponsored video. I don't have any sponsored videos, at least at this point, doing YouTube. I bought this from their Reverb store, and they were really cool. Messaged me about the colors, and of course I got the two-tone one. I think it's really awesome looking, and obviously it works great. So reamps are good, obviously, for more than just guitar tones or reamping a guitar or bass DI. You can also use it like I did on an aux send from your console and send it out through a guitar pedal and then put that on multiple things in your mix if you want to. So this is a good one. These guys are great. I definitely recommend this, and I bought this myself. This is not a sponsored video. The Phatronics Reamper. What did you think? Which one of the settings on the royal blue color modules did you like? Or did you like it better without them? See, it's kind of hard to do an example like that. Same as with the last video, I mixed through those royal blue color modules. I'm mixing through those modules, so all the decisions that I'm making are based on the audio already going through those. So just turning them off, I don't know what kind of comparison that is, but surely it gives you some idea. In fact, I think the mix sounded pretty good even with the color modules off. Let me know which one you preferred in the comments. I know which one I preferred. After all is said and done, I preferred it with the color modules on, but with the settings just barely pushing them, everything in the center. And of course, I lined up all those inputs and outputs during those examples so that they were roughly at the same level, so that it would work better in the video for an A-B-C comparison. Well, I hope you enjoyed those examples. I also hope you'll go back and watch my last video where I mixed through the royal blue color modules from Louder Than Liftoff, and also the other versions of this song, Keeping Up With Relaxation, from my 2010 album Subliminal Moonshine. Make sure to check out that for comparison, as well as all the other videos on this channel. Check out the links in the video description for music that I've produced or mixed or been a part of. All those links do go to help support this channel. Also, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the Twin Creek Audio YouTube channel. I hope that you all have an excellent day, night, evening, weekend, weekday, hour, minute, second, nanosecond, whatever it is you're having. Have a good one. Thanks so much for watching.